Hey guys, it's Yvette here and I am back with another video. Today's video is actually going to be a very interesting video. In my opinion, I feel like today's video is very relatable to a lot of women or teenagers out there who are probably going through what I had went through at a very young age. Today's topic is about being a teen mom. How I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, how my life just did this dramatic change ever since I found out I was pregnant, and how my life was then, how my life was when I gave birth, how my life is now. And I'm just gonna motivate you guys and let you guys know that, it's not the end of the world. You guys are not alone. You guys, it might be very hard if you're a teen mom or just found out you're expecting and you're a teenager, or if you're just, in the same shoes as me and you're going through it as well. So let's get into this video. I was 13 when I found out I was pregnant. Now I know what you guys are thinking and I know what you guys are gonna think.
How did you keep the baby? What is wrong with you? You were so young. You were just starting life. You're just a teenager.
What were your parents' reaction? Just all this negativity. You know what? Before you judge me, how about you listen to my story and then you can judge. I was 13 when I found out I was pregnant, and yes, it was very hard. I was 13 years old, for God's sake. Like, my daughter comes up to me at 13 saying I'm pregnant, I'm gonna look at her like, what the hell? It is not something I wish upon my children. It is not something I would recommend. Yeah, just go have a baby. No. But it was very hard, and I was 13, I was in middle school, and I was just starting 8th grade. It was December when I got pregnant. I was just starting 8th grade, and it was very hard. It was very, very hard. I found out January. I decided that I'm going to keep my baby, because at the time I didn't believe in abortion. I didn't want to kill a human being who didn't even ask to be here, but because of my decisions, now they're here. So I'm going to woman up and I'm gonna have my baby. I told my grandparents. I remember just like today. Let me backtrack. I was this person who always had their menstrual twice a month. TMI, I know, is probably like, whoa, we didn't need to know that, but I was that person who had their menstrual twice a month. It was always the first week of the month and always the last week of the month. And if I didn't have it one week, I always had it the last. That was just my routine. I knew that was that. It wasn't no if and buts. No, it was first week and last week. So it came a time in November where it was ending. My menstrual ended. Came first week of December. I didn't get my menstrual. So like, okay, it was probably coming the ending of December. I didn't even stress about it. The last week of December, I'm like, okay, it's not here. What's going on? And I'm just here waiting. I said, okay, I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna wait to the first week of January. First week of January. Nothing. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And she asked me, are you pregnant? And I told her no. At the time I didn't know anything. And she told me, I think you're pregnant. When you're pregnant, you just know. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like you just know. And I had that feeling in me that I was pregnant. I was in denial. And I didn't want to accept it nor wanted to believe it. So I just blocked it out of my head. I was just telling myself, no, you're not pregnant. You're going to have your menstrual. I waited. And just that part of me was just like, you know what, Yvette? Just stop being a chicken and take a test. So I took a test. I went with my best friend at the time. She was there. And I truly thank her for being there for me. I took the test in my house, and when I took that test, I was just sitting in the toilet like, this is going to be life-changing for me if 2 lines appear on this stick. I was very nervous, very, very nervous. I did what I had to do. Pee, pour it in the little thing. Boom. 2 lines appeared on that stick, and I was so scared. I was emotional. I was like, is there really this baby in me? Like, what? My emotions were everywhere. But I found out in the afternoon, and I didn't tell my grandmother till the nighttime. To hear this out, I thought because my grandmother was almost falling asleep, she wouldn't get as mad, or it wouldn't affect her as much because she was falling asleep. 13-year-old me, who would think such a thing? I did. I waited till she was falling asleep, and I woke her up. I was like, hey mom, there's something I have to tell you. I was very scared. I was very scared. I started crying. I told her my period hasn't come. And she's like, oh yeah, you know, it's probably gonna come later on. I already knew that I was pregnant. I just didn't know how to tell her directly. So I told her, no, but what if I'm pregnant? And she's like, if you're not pregnant, it's probably gonna come later on. Mind you, she was the first one to tell me before, what if you're pregnant? Now she's in denial. No, it's not that you're pregnant, you're just gonna get it later on. I'm like, okay. So I was just tired of going like, what if, but this. So I just pulled out my pregnancy test on my shoulder. And as soon as she looked at that, she looked at me. She kind of went to hug me and cry, but I thought she was going to hit me, so I'm like, well, don't hit me now. But no, she went to hug me, and she cried, and that just, you know, I was very emotional, and I let it all go. I was crying as well, and she's like, you know what, I'm here for you. I support you, whatever it is you decide to do. I felt such relief at the fact that I had support. Not the fact that, okay, because I have her support, now I'm good. No, because I knew my life was going to make a drastic change in a few months. I was just glad that I had her support at the time. That was how I found out I was pregnant, and 9 months later, boom, there's this whole human being that I'm pushing out, and now that I have responsibility over of, and my life changed. At 14, I gave birth to my baby girl, and I know you guys may judge me, I know you guys may tell me, what were you thinking, you should have aborted, your life was just starting. But if you really know my story, and if you knew how I was before I got pregnant, you would know that my daughter saved me. Instead of breaking me, instead of messing up my life, she literally saved me from such a dark place that I was in. And I can get to that in a whole nother video. I was in such a dark place that my daughter was honestly that light that came to my life, and I'm so grateful that I had her. Yes, it was very difficult. I'm not encouraging for you to go out there if you're a teenager and get pregnant, because that's not the solution to your problems. But, you know, in my case, she was my lifesaver. She is my hero, because yes, it was hard. I didn't have the support of her father. He wasn't there. I didn't have my friends, my so-called friends, who were there saying, oh, Yvette, I can't wait to give birth. That's another thing. When you get pregnant, you get all the support from your friends. I can't wait to give birth. I'm going to help you. I can't wait to babysit. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. Once you give birth, we're going. No. Once you give birth, it takes real ones. You would know who your real friends are that will stay with you through the very end, who will support you, who will be there for you. And I'm not saying, you know, they're always going to be there, but they would never turn their back on you. And I had all of that after I gave birth. I didn't have the same friends as I did before. My circle got smaller and smaller. Baby's father wasn't there. I was alone, literally alone. Life was so hard, but you know what? She was my motivation to pull through everything. If you're a teen mom out there who is struggling, who doesn't have anybody to talk to, who doesn't have nothing, I started off with nothing to my name. Financially, I was low. I didn't have nothing. I was desperate. I'm like, you know what? Like, I prayed. I'm like, God, help me. It was such a drastic change. Like, with time, when I put my faith in God, I saw, like, so many opportunities come to me. You know, I was financially better than what I was before I gave birth. I was joining these different programs that helped me to get where I wanted to be. I graduated high school a year early. I was valedictorian from my high school. It was all of these different things that I pushed myself to do to become a better person for my daughter. And if you don't have anything that is pushing you, you don't have anyone that's pushing you, let your baby be your motivation. If you're a teen mom out there who is going through it, who doesn't even have your family support, I didn't have all of my family support. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm where I want to be, or that, you know, I'm good, I'm perfect, I'm better, you know, I'm better than where I was before. But that does not mean that my life is easier or that it got any easy, you know. Now I'm having 2 babies. Well, I'm having 1 more baby, which means I will have now 2 babies. And I know I'm gonna hear the judgment. Oh my God, you're gonna have 2 kids at 19 years old. So what? It's my life. I do what I want with my life. And as long as I have my husband with me, who also helps me and he loves me, and I know he does, who also loves my daughter, that's all I need. I'm rich at life by having those things. And you don't necessarily need to be financially stable in order to be happy or be set. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. I may not know you guys may not know me, but if you guys need someone to talk to, I'm here. You know, just shoot me a message. I'm gonna leave my social media down below in the descriptions. And if you guys need someone to talk to, if you're a teen mom out there who needs someone to talk to, who is just alone, you know, I felt alone for such a long time. I felt so alone. I felt like I wasn't gonna find a significant other to accept me and my daughter. I felt like I wasn't gonna find anyone to love me and love her just as much as they love me. I found that person, and I'm so thankful for him. I love him tremendously. I'm very thankful. And if you guys, again, I know I keep saying this, if you guys need someone to talk to, I'm here. Being a teen mom isn't the end of the world. It's not the worst thing. There's people out there who don't have food, water, shelter, don't have nothing. But as long as you have those things, you're rich. You have it all, because there's people out there who wish they had what you had and they don't. Don't let anyone discourage you whenever, you know, if you ever find out you're pregnant, you're a teen mom out there, or you already have a baby and you already hear the judgments. Don't let it affect you. I was bullied in middle school. I was called so many names. I felt the stares. I heard the whispers. Don't let it affect you. Where I am right now, people never even believed I could graduate high school. People could never even believe that I could go to college. And I did those things. Did I graduate college? No, because I honestly feel like college isn't the only way to be successful in life. I feel like there's other ways, and I'm currently on my way to being successful in other ways. But you can get there. You can be that person that everyone talks down on and just rise up and be stronger and be better than those who are bringing you down. Life doesn't stop. Life keeps going. And just do what you gotta do. I could be a friend. I could be an ear to listen to. But yeah, that's my story of being a teen mom. And I know you guys saw my daughter in the previous videos. I don't know if this was probably more of a motivation to talk to those teen moms more than anything. But, I mean, this is just what came out of me, you know, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I spoke to someone out there. I'm gonna bring my daughter out here, so you know, I know you guys saw her in a video, but just so she could say hi, introduce herself, and know that this little human being that you guys are about to see literally saved big ol' me, who, you know, who was such a wreck before I had her. Come, say hi. Don't be shy, look, wave. Hi. Come on, we're gonna do another video that they're gonna see soon, so you can't be shy for that.
I am shy right now.
Okay, say hi. What's your name?
Angelise.
Say it louder, they can't hear you.
Angelise.
And how old are you?
5.
You're 5? You love me? I love you. Okay, you can go. You're 5. Whoa, ow. But yeah, that was my daughter. If you guys have any questions, any more video suggestions, you could just comment down below, and I'm here. I'm here to respond to any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you guys in the next video.